Alright, what's going on everybody? It's Matt Vaughn with Aspect Media coming at you guys with another video. You guys already know what time it is. It's time to bring on that boxing. Today we're going to be talking about Shakur Stevenson and some comments that he had to say about Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia just coming off that loss, heartbreaking loss for him against Gervonta Tank Davis. It was a great fight. In my opinion, a lot of people weren't happy with the outcome because they think that Ryan quit and he robbed us from a blockbuster stoppage win from Tank, and a lot of people just think he quit. There's a difference between getting hit in the liver and knowing that the fight's only going to get worse and kind of saying, let me live to fight another day, versus, I don't want to fight anymore. I could absolutely continue and I'd feel just fine. There's a difference between that and, getting hit with a clean body shot to where you're paralyzed, and it could only get worse for Ryan from there. And I think that Ryan made the right decision because, if you were to continue, it might have gotten hit and, gone to sleep. I think Ryan made the smart decision because, ultimately, I don't think he was going to come back and win that fight. It wasn't going in his direction. It wasn't his night. And he was getting outclassed, to be honest. And Tank's just on another level. Specifically right now, am I saying that, Ryan wouldn't be able to compete with Tank in the future? Absolutely not. I think that Ryan, he's just joined Derek James's camp. So it was just interesting because, Shakur Stevenson, he was on a podcast interview and he said that, talking about Ryan Garcia, because they gave him a list of names. They said, who would be the, most difficult fight between Tank, Ryan Garcia, and Devin Haney. And then before Shakur even answered the question, he said, get Ryan out of the conversation because he sucks. He said he's trash. So, that's a major statement coming from Shakur. I think that Shakur's just, he's on such a high level that, even really good and talented fighters, he thinks those guys are trash. So, in his world and by his standards, Ryan Garcia is trash. But in my opinion, just looking from the outside looking in, I think that Ryan Garcia is a tremendous boxer. He's definitely not just an Instagram fighter. He fought Tank, and he lost. He got stopped. I don't understand what people are saying. You can't lose to a guy like Tank and then all of a sudden, people think you're trash. Not talking about Shakur. Shakur has his own, evaluation. I'm just saying that a lot of people are just saying that Ryan's trash, and I don't get how you can say that. Not being a fighter, not being a boxer, looking in and analyzing the sport, you got to take into account Ryan's a decorated amateur. He has a highly winning record, hundreds of fights, double-digit losses, low double digits too. Now we're not talking 30, 40 losses. We're talking maybe 15, and then, a few hundred wins. Ryan's a specimen. He's also one of those very talented fighters. You don't just get into the spotlight like that. You could have the looks. Everyone likes to talk about his looks, but he obviously has the power to hurt people. But against a guy like Tank, whose feet are just way too good, his IQ is just on another level. He's just you're in there with a different beast when you're fighting Tank. He's not trash. Ryan is not trash by any means. Is he a quitter? No, he's not a quitter. Sometimes you got to make a business decision and say, I'll fight next time. Because if he were to continue, if he got off his knee and then obviously was compromised to the body, and then he gets hit in the head and goes to sleep, he's out for another year. And that's what a lot of people wanted to see. You want to see Ryan get back in there, right? You don't want to see him. You guys think you want to see him go to sleep and get knocked out by Tank, but then you're not going to see him for another 2-3 years. Let him live to fight another day. With that body shot and going down, not making the 10 count, he could still come back soon, and which he plans on doing, fighting guys like Rolly Romero, Isaac Cruz, and Teofimo Lopez. Those are big fights, obviously, at 140 pounds where he feels the most comfortable. So you can't really knock Ryan Garcia. I don't like when people take anything away from him, especially if you're not a boxer. I respect Shakur's opinion because he's a fighter. He's cream of the crop, so he gets to say stuff like that. He's allowed to say stuff like, Ryan's trash, stuff like that. But in terms of, just the general outlook on boxing, Ryan's still a very talented fighter. A lot of tweaks that he has to make to improve. There's nothing wrong with having a lot to work on. Honestly, it's pretty scary when you're a talented fighter and you're in the discussion with a lot of other top names in the sport of boxing, and you still have a lot to improve on. To me, that just means that there's still more work to put in the gym. It just means Ryan has a lot more potential to grow. So You know, he has the size, he has the reach, and it's, you know, the God-given power. It's more of being able to place your shots and set it up, you know, move your feet, and just become more of a boxer as opposed to, you know, a slugger that just looks for that one left hook, that one right hand to land and knock a guy out. You know, I know that's kind of the fighter who he is, who he's made his career off of, the style that he's made the career off of, I should say. And it's what got him to the dance. But at the end of the day, you can build on your skills. You could add more tools to the toolbox, and it'll make him a more well-rounded fighter. And I think with those fundamentals that he's going to get from Derrick James, he could turn into and evolve into a fighter that's very, very difficult to deal with because of the height, because of the reach, and because of the power and IQ. So in my opinion, Ryan Garcia isn't trash. I'm not going to say Shakur Stevenson is dumb for saying that, because at the end of the day, we know Shakur is, a top fighter. He's already on my pound for pound list for top 5, and a lot of you guys are going to say, who is he beat? I'm just basing that, if I had to put all my stock into one fighter, I'd put it in Shakur Stevenson, because I know how good he's going to be. Him and Tank is the most competitive fight for him. I think he beats Devin. I think he, obviously beats any other lightweight or junior welterweight at 140 pounds if he wants to go up. Shakur's just a different breed. He's a hard guy to hit, and he knows his distance well, and he has enough power to keep you honest. And man, that's a tough fight for Tank. That's the only guy I think that I could confidently say is has a pretty good chance against beating Tank. That's the only guy I'd pick against Tank, to be honest. You obviously have Devin, but I think that's a tough fight. But let me know in the comments who you guys have, if it was Shakur Stevenson versus Tank. I personally have Shakur, just because I don't think that Tank would be able to, land what he wants. His foot movement is really beginning to impress me, but obviously that was just based off of, recency bias, because I just saw Ryan Garcia, who doesn't have, a lot of good footwork at all, just has that power. But Shakur, I think, has the footwork, he has the IQ, the ability to, probe that jab and keep you at bay. Man, it's the formula to beat Tank. And I think that Tank, if he does land, then it's trouble for Shakur. But I can confidently say that I think that Shakur beats Tank, and that's a big statement. But I'd probably go 55-45 for Shakur against Tank, and it's just scary because Tank has that power throughout. The first round all the way to the 12th round, that power is carried through. So, and Shakur has said that's what makes him more dangerous than Devin. That's what Shakur said. So Shakur's going to have to be careful, but it makes me very happy that he knows that he has to be careful from round 1 to round 12, because Tank's a problem. So let me know in the comments if you guys have Tank or Shakur. I got Shakur, but it's close. But let me know in the comments what you guys think. But as always, thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. As always, I appreciate the support. Thank you guys for watching. Peace. That's going to do it for another Fight Media video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been your boy, Matt Nabong, with another video. Hope you guys enjoyed it all. Thank you guys for the constant support. Salute to y'all always. It's been your boy.